Sometimes the weight of expectations tries to box us in the places we weren't meant to fit.
Okay, so can I just say something before we get started today? I
Yeah.
didn't have notes this week.
Ooh.
It's been that kind of a week, the kind where life just keeps happening, it keeps coming. And I showed up here tonight without a single bullet point. And
Ooh.
I know that's like so unlike me. And that's probably what we need for this episode.
Same. I mean, I literally, well, a lot of times I don't have anything written down because that's just me. And honestly, I think it's the most honest way to start part 3. I think that this season is all about us just showing up anyway. And I think that's really important. Even though we're not prepared, we might not have it together, but we just need to show up. And I think that's really important for us to do.
That's right. And that's the whole thing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 3 because this was not supposed to happen tonight. We had a whole different episode ready for tonight, but we're just going to roll with the punches, right, Theresa? Because life doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be real.
That's exactly why we're here. We're going to talk about it. So I'm Theresa.
And I'm Irene, and we're two soul sisters, same stage of life, completely different roads to how we got here.
And just like we always say, every week we show up to have conversations most people don't even say out loud. We talk about boundaries, we talk about identity, we definitely talk about sisterhood, we talk a lot about health, and most importantly, the quiet chaos that holds everything together where we're still trying to hold on to ourselves without losing our shit.
That's right. There's no filters and there's no fixing, and we're just here to have some real talk. So, welcome to the Messy Middle Unfiltered, and let's get into it. So, where are we right now? And in this series, right? So, Theresa and I, we're always trying to create series, like, not just standalone episodes, but episodes that kind of build on each other. And so this today is part 3 of that series. And in episode 22 was a moment of not recognizing ourselves. Like, right, it was like that snapshot. I was being nasty with my daughter in the kitchen. Then episode 23 was the whole new journey, like losing ourselves, but finding ourselves back. And today hits so differently, my love, because this is the one about what happens when the storm starts to pass. It's not over, but not when everything is just perfect and fixed, but when we can start seeing that light again. And I want to be honest about where I actually am right now because it's not perfect, but it is different.
Ooh, so tell me, because I feel like the last few months have been a lot for you and definitely a lot for
And
me.
for you.
And I want people to hear exactly what that looks like.
Okay. So I know I didn't share details, but there was an emotional chaos happening in my house. And like I said, I'm not going to go into all of it, and it's not mine to share alone, but it was heavy. It was the kind of heavy that sits in your chest every morning when you wake up. And I know that you know that what that feels like. And this week it got quieter. The situation got resolved, and I
Good.
felt yes. And so when that situation got resolved, I felt something that I haven't felt in a long time. I felt lighter. I felt like I could think clearly again. Like, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I do. And I do it really well. And the signal for me came back.
Oh,
I
good.
woke up and it's like this weight was lifted off my chest.
Well, I love that the signal came back. So I really, really love that. But what is the signal? Because, like, what does that feel like, right? It's not like that we're gone and suddenly, like, poof, you're back. This static, clear, just enough, like you can hear yourself again, right? Like that's what the signal is. Like, oh shit, I'm human again.
Exactly. And the thing that surprised me the most was I was so proud of myself. I did not try to fix everything, but I showed up even when it was so hard. I was steady on the outside, but on the inside, Theresa, I was literally dying. I had to be careful with my words. I had to hold space for everyone who wasn't ready to move forward yet. And on the inside, I was scared. I was scared shitless. But I didn't go down that rabbit hole. I didn't push. I didn't spiral. And when I thought it was over, I thought, oh my God, there was Irene the whole time. That was me. I didn't lose her. And that was so important for me to say that, hey, I'm still here. Even through being scared, I was still able to anchor myself and be here.
I think that's really important to say, right? Like, I didn't lose myself.
Mhm.
I think because that's when people start to miss the whole conversation. You think finding yourself means you have to look somewhere else. It's really far away. But sometimes showing up is the hardest moment in a way where you have to really hold yourself together when you're really falling apart inside. And I think that's so important for us as females to really
Mhm.
do, because that was you, Irene. Like, you showed up every day. And sometimes there are moments, even like what I have going on in my life right now, I would love to like just crawl in a bed and just say, I just can't do this right now, but I have to fully be aware and
Yeah.
alive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So even last week, I got this text message that I was having lunch, and out of nowhere, I got this text message and I didn't expect it. And everyone at the table, I felt like I was in high school again. We were at work, just looked at me. They're like, "Are you okay?" Because of the reaction on my face. Like, it was like, so I'm like, I didn't know where it came from, but I held, like you said, I held myself together. And it was the beginning of the return, not this grand moment, but recognizing that I was able to handle something so hard.
I mean, that's
And
huge.
yes, yes, it
That's huge.
definitely is. So I want us, we talk about that we were in the middle of this storm. So what do
Right?
we do? What happens when this storm is still happening? And I want to turn this to you because I feel that this is where you are. This is not where I am right now. That I feel like this is something that you can speak more clearly about because part three shouldn't be about coming on the other side. But what
Mhm.
does it feel like while we're still in the middle of it? And I feel like this is something that you can bring clarity to our listeners.
Well, okay. Get ready.
I'm sorry.
It feels like my mind is really running a marathon, like while my body is carrying the weight of like everyone and everything all at once, right? Like, so I have like a weighted family vest on me. It's the tight chest,
Mhm.
it's the exhausted brain, but
Mm.
somehow I'm still pushing forward because I can't stop and it's not an option. And that's where like the most honest way I can describe of like how I am right now. Like, I'm showing up, like you just said, like I still wake up and I do my daily routine. I take my son to school. I go to the gym. I create my to-do list, but I still have like, oh my goodness, I don't have a job. I don't have benefits. And like, is everything going to be okay? Like it's craziness, right? Like that's the honest way I could describe it.
And like you said, you're still showing up through all of it. We're still talking every week. We're still showing up on this podcast just like you are right now. And I know that's not easy for you.
I mean, yes, I do want to acknowledge I am showing up. I forced myself to go to the gym. I literally last week went every single day except for one day. And it wasn't because I didn't want to, it's just because it didn't fit in the schedule. And I kept on
Mhm.
saying to myself, it's okay, it's one day. It's better than not no days. When my daughter couldn't come on today, I was gonna say, screw it, we'll just do it another day. But I am forcing myself to show up. But here's the thing, like, this is the part of that surprises me. Underneath it all, the chaos, the
Mhm.
anxiety, there is definitely something else. There's
Oh,
this weird, quiet, kind of hopeful, I guess, like a flicker of excitement that I'm sort of like mind fucking myself a little bit in a way because I feel a little guilty saying somehow I'm excited that I really don't know what the future holds. And I think that's really hard for me to digest.
okay. Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I don't want you to say that it's weird or that you should be excited. And tell me more. I'm here. I can feel you through the screen. So tell me a little bit more about what you're feeling and why you're excited. And I know that things are hard for you right now. I do.
I mean, I think the hard part is like, I don't have a paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, for the first time in 25 years on the 15th, I didn't get a paycheck. I'm waiting for my severance. It doesn't come until the end of this month, but in a weird way, we're making it work, right? Like we're living life and we're going through it. But at the same time, like in 25 years, I don't know what my days are going to look like or I'm trying to figure out like what kind of role I even want because my role was so unique.
Mhm.
So now I'm thinking about like what my new role would be, what my title would be. Do I care about a title? Do I care more about what my purpose is going to be? In a split second, like everything is gone. And that's a little terrifying,
Yep.
but there's something underneath all of it where it's like, well, this is an opportunity to figure out what does really light me up. And
Mm.
like, what terror feels like. Maybe it's the ending of something that just wasn't right for me. Like, right? I worked a lot of long hours. I didn't show up. I didn't even know you worked in the city on Thursdays. I will still
I
constantly,
knew that was coming. I knew it. I knew it.
like I have to figure out now, like a version of myself that once I was too comfortable with, too loyal, and like the person that I was chasing, do I still want to chase that person anymore? Right? Do I
Mm.
still want to be that person? I feel like I really did have such a good life, but why am I making it a death? Right? Like in a weird way, it is a death of 25 years. Like I'm going to be turning 50, so it's half of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that wasn't the one I was supposed to build. So now this is a weird opportunity to like go on the journey that I was meant to do.
Oh my God, Teresa, I just got goosebumps. People can't see, like, wow, that was so, girl. Wow. I think that the chaos, right? We're always talking about the chaos. Sometimes it just clears everything out for you.
Hmm.
Even when the clearing, or for you in this case, the death is brutal. It's hard.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just need it to just, it's like, it reminds me of a movie where the person gets mad and they like swipe their hand across the table and everything goes flying. Sometimes, we don't choose when that table is cleared. But
Right.
now you have the space. It was given to you and you're trying to grow something in it. And that is so beautiful.
I mean, honestly, something is, right? Like,
Yeah.
I just can't see it clearly yet. Like, I keep on asking myself all day long. Like, my husband today was like, why is your alarm clock going off at every hour? And I'm like, I set the alarm clock every hour to remind myself to say something that I'm grateful for.
Oh, I love that.
I need to keep on when my mind's and the chaos is like, oh my God, I have to go on an interview. Like, what am I going to say? And like, I'm over
Mm-hmm.
everything. I am lucky that I have a laptop to go on an interview. Like, I am lucky that like my house is clean, like the laundry's done. So like I'm reminding myself all day long what I am thankful for. So like I'm learning to be okay in this crazy chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So, can we talk about hope for a second? Because
Yeah.
think as I was talking about setting the alarm clock,
Mm-hmm.
I was reminding myself like all day long, like I think the word hope gets thrown around a lot. And
Oh,
that's
yes.
where the feeling doesn't look like what people mean when they say hope. It's a confident word, right? Like
No.
it's not standing out on a mountain top and like everyone's screaming, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It's waking up and still trying and still applying to these jobs, still dreaming that like maybe I'm meant to go on a different path. Maybe I'm meant to do something completely different than what I think I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Still believing that all of this pain is gonna lead up to something that I'm meant to do. And I have to say, throughout all of this chaos, I have hope. Like, I have hope that it's a weird way of saying, like, at almost 50, I'm going down a completely different journey. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm was meant to go down this journey. I wasn't meant to be on the path I was on. And it's really a decision for me to say like, great, I'm going to be so hopeful that this is the way my life is meant to be and this is the way I'm supposed to go.
Okay, so hope for you is about still applying, still dreaming, still looking for the job, still believing. So for me, hope feels like molasses, like that slow sloth. So that's what it feels like. So when my kids were little, there was a book called Slowly, 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 said the sloth. And that's what it feels like to me. Like I can feel it coming. I can feel that things are shifting, but I'm not rushing it.
Hmm.
And I used to try to rush it. I used to push and I used to think that if I just do a little bit more, stay up for one more hour, read another page, plan more, post something else, figure it out, I can make it happen faster. But this season, this past year, has taught me that I can't force things. I have to stay the line, I have to stay in it, and I have to be patient. And the biggest takeaway for me is that I need to have faith in my God that there is a reason that I'm being asked to wait. There is something that I'm still learning. And for me, that was the biggest takeaway. Like, Irene, you just got to slow things down and I can't force it to happen.
I mean, I love the faith part. I think everybody who really truly does know me, like I
Mhm.
constantly pray all day long. And in a weird way, setting the alarm clock is a part of like reminding myself to be grateful, to have faith, to have all these things. So I love that part the most. Life isn't a plan. There's no timeline unless you're crazy and you make your list like I do, and I'm sure you do too.
Oh, of course we do.
There's no certainty, right? Like,
Mm-mm.
you have to believe that you're going somewhere, even when you can't see it. And,
Mm.
like, I keep on waking up and saying, you know what, Jesus, take the wheel. This
Yes.
is your turn to steer me in the way I'm supposed to be going. And I know a lot of people don't believe in stuff like that. And I totally get that. And you have to find that, like, what lights you up and what's going to
Mhm.
hold you grounded when chaos is really overtaking your body and literally figuring out what's holding you together.
Right.
Me, those are the things that keep me going, saying, okay, I got this. And I guess that ties my faith all connected to hope, right? Like it's all pulled together for me. And I guess in a weird way, it's my rosary beads.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think that's real. I think that faith, whatever each person calls it, I have an acronym that I use that's called GUS, God, Universe, Source, GUS. And for me, I'm very much like you. I say thank you, God, every morning. I cross myself and it looks different for every person. But having that faith is, I believe, part of the return back to ourselves. We can't logic our way back. We can have a conversation with ourselves, but we can't plan it, like you said. And at some point, we're just going to have to trust that this is the path that we're on. We have to trust the process and we have to trust that the version of you that is trying to emerge was worth the waiting for, it was worth the journey, it was worth the struggle, worth clearing off that table and breaking every single piece of fine china that was on that table to clear the road for you.
I mean, I have to tell you, that's what I just said to my daughter today.
Oh my God, you're going to make me cry.
She said to me, like, "Are you scared?" And I said, "A little bit," in a weird
Hmm.
way. I was like,
Yeah.
"I know 3 months from now when I do have my dream job and I am so excited and I have this moment with my kids, my daughter's home from college, my son's almost done, like, he's gonna start travel, and, like, I'm a part of that." Like, to me, I'm gonna say this time was worth it. Like, I was meant to have this time with you. So for
Right.
me, hearing the worth part is what I
Hmm.
needed to hear today because that all sums everything that I've been feeling lately.
Right. I believe it. And so, okay, so now the storm, I feel like both of us, the storm is slowly starting to pass. And all of a sudden we see the clearing. We're not there yet. But to me, the image that keeps coming to me is that my storm has passed because this is where I am now. And now I'm in the cleanup phase. And it
Mhm.
doesn't feel like a chore, but for me, it feels almost like an uncovering, like I'm picking things up and I'm figuring out where they belong. Like going through a room after room after room and clearing things out and saying to myself, oh, I forgot that this was here, right? Like going to the back of your closet and saying, oh, wow, I forgot that I had these pair of jeans. Or going into that drawer that you never go into. It's like, oh, this is where, you know, that piece of jewelry or whatever it was. Like we forget what we have. And so that's almost like the parts of ourselves that we've lost. All right. And some things still fit. And they're
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, I remember this part of me and I loved it. And then there's also parts of us that don't fit anymore, that don't bring us joy, that don't fit into our season. And it's like, okay, now I can give it away. You can release it. And understanding that that version doesn't belong in where we are right now. And so I did that recently. I boxed things up that I wasn't using anymore. And I felt very sad that I boxed stuff up that was from my doTERRA days because it's not part of who I am anymore. I'm not actively building that part of my life. So I'm putting it in a box, not throwing it away, but I'm saying thank you. And right now it doesn't belong in this chapter of my life.
Ah,
That's
love that.
I might go back to it. I might not. I might go back to it in a different version of myself. But right now, the way that container held me doesn't hold me anymore.
I love the image. I love how you broke it down because it's crazy because we all and we've talked about this before, like, we all
Mhm.
have chapters of our lives. Some are heavy chapters, some are
Yep.
light chapters, and some are really beautiful chapters, but they are chapters. But, like, when you start to clean up, I guess, your story, if we're staying in the chapter, you're not starting from scratch. You're sorting through what remains, and I think, like, that ties into, like, every night when I take a shower and, like, I release the day and I
Mhm.
like, I literally look at the drain and I watch it all, like, wash over me because it's releasing that heaviness, like,
No, you're
"I
right.
don't want this anymore."
Mhm.
And I love, like, the analogy that you said, like, it's just about cleaning up pieces of your life that you want to, 1, get rid of, 2,
Mhm.
evolve, and 3, like, tweak,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yeah.
think that's so important while we're in these phases.
Mhm. And so I'm so looking forward to what's happening next. I'm very excited. Like my mornings, the school year is winding down and my mornings are mine again. I can have coffee outside in the morning sun. I can read. I can take my time meditating because things just felt very rushed. Just sitting in the quiet before the day begins, which I do a little bit, but there's always layers of other things that have to happen. For me, it's about also working on my coaching business this summer, continue working and drafting my book, right? And it's going to be about a girlfriend's guide to hormones because somebody needs to write that. And might as well be me because
Yeah.
that's something that I'm creating. And there's a need. I see it. There's a version of me. It's right here. It's so close and I can feel her. And so for me, that's what I'm looking forward to after the storm.
I mean, there's so much I wanna say to that, like, right? Like, I think our listeners need to hear it. Like,
Mhm.
you've been through something really hard this year, and you're not pretending.
Nope.
You're being raw about it. You're explaining. You've held it together. You've showed up. You're careful about, like, how you manage the stress, and you're careful on how you react, and then you're honest about how you react. And at
Mhm.
the same time, you talk about your faith. I think all of this is the undercover to your treasure, I guess, right?
Mm. Yeah.
It's not just luck, it's the return, and I think it's about finding yourself again, and I think that's what we keep on trying to talk each week is, like, it's just holding on to yourself and then at the same time finding yourself.
Yep. And for me, of course, in typical Irene fashion, it took so much longer than I wanted to move. It was just moving so slow. And that's something that I have a hard time with. Like, even though I have patience with
Mhm.
everyone else, I have patience with students when I'm working with them, I have patience with teachers. I don't have patience with myself. And that's, I think, the lesson that I need to learn in all this. Like, this is my uncovering. It was a slow process and the year passed and it's here for me.
And I
But
think you don't have
enough about me.
hold on,
What happened?
I wanna say one
Okay,
thing.
go ahead.
If you don't have patience for yourself is because you're so hard on yourself. I mean, you're writing a freaking book.
And it's really good. Maybe one day I'll, like, read a small excerpt of it because it's really good. I'm so proud of it.
I mean, you take walks. Like, I don't think you digest or really appreciate how your morning starts to the way your day ends. Like, you have a packed day.
I do, I do.
So I think you're hard on yourself because you set these goals and sometimes, like, it's not realistic to, like, have all of this stuff happening, but you conquer it. So I think you need to appreciate it too.
Thank you. Thank you. I know sometimes I need to hear that, so thank you. Alright, so let's talk about what's happening for you. So I wanna ask you something.
Yeah, do it.
Because you said something earlier and I haven't been able to shake it. You said that you're finally allowing yourself to think about what you want next.
Mm.
Not just what everyone else in your family needs, but what you want. And what is it that you actually want for you? What does that look like for you right now? I want to hear about it.
Answer, and I love to talk. I have the gift to gab. Um,
What?
I don't know what it is yet, and I'm trying to, you know, quietly, I guess, carry. everything right now.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm trying to really enjoy for the first time in my life, not going into the city, showing up, being fully on. Like, I'm just trying to actually be alive in my life. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes sense. I'm trying to like have real conversations with myself. And I look in the mirror over here as I'm doing my skincare because I'm really staying true to my skincare now.
You are perfect for that.
But I'm trying to ask myself daily, what do I want? Like, what do I think my dream job is? What do I, how I want my life to look? And there's a million questions I'm asking myself. And I wish I can turn around and tell you and all the listeners exactly what I'm hoping for, but I don't have that yet. And I think I'm going to have to give myself time to digest it and to figure it out, but I will get there. And that part is that's where I said before, the exciting part for
Yeah,
me. That's what's exciting me. Like I'm trying to figure out like who I want to be. I feel like in
right.
a weird way, when you were a kid and you went into your closet and you got to put on a dress and you got dressed up. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about like when I go to my new job, like what kind of style do I want to have?
I love and it's something. What you just shared is it's big because that's a question we've been asking ourselves for the last 3 episodes. What do I want my life to feel like?
Yeah.
And we keep coming around to it, and you're asking it out loud of yourself in the middle of the chaos. And that's a spark, Teresa. That's your spark. You're gonna get it. That's it. I feel so good. And because before when you were talking, I told you I had goosebumps. And that doesn't come often. I'm not a cold, like I don't get cold to say, oh, Irene was cold and she got goosebumps. No, like I felt it for you.
I mean, you want to know what's really wild?
Tell me, tell me.
I think the version of me is trying to kind of emerge to like what the best version of myself is going to be. And for the last 25 years, like I was performing in a version of Teresa that honestly, she might not be there anymore. Like
Mhm.
the new Teresa's about ready to pop out. I feel like she's been there, she's evolved,
Mhm.
that it's exciting because there is pure chaos and it's been brutal, as I just said, but I'm finally able to strip away layers that like no longer serve me. And if we want to go back to food, because I'm trying to eat really healthy and staying, so we're going to call myself a 7 layer cookie.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were giving ourselves personalities, but sure.
No, I'm going there. I
Okay.
think I have many different layers right now. And, underneath, once you get to the end, there's the real one. And like, I think right now, all the different colors of the cookie is okay. And they're just as delicious. But like right now, I'm just trying to enjoy each layer until I'm done with the cookie. And I think that's where I'm at right now.
I want a cookie right now. No, I'm kidding. But there you are. You're right there. You're right there. Teresa's right there.
I know, I feel like I am here. Like,
You
I'm honestly,
are.
like, scared as hell, but I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
And I am so blessed that I get to be on this journey with you and I get to see you evolve and I get to see you go through your phases and the change that's going to happen when you come out on the other side. I am really looking forward to seeing where you land.
Thank you. I wanted to hear that. I'm excited.
Yes. Okay, so what do we want you guys to know? What have we been talking about for the past 3 episodes? About losing ourselves, recognizing it, grieving it, finding our way back. And there's no neat package, right? There's no neat resolution because for most of us listening, we're not resolved yet. If I was listening to us, I'd say, you know something, Irene and Teresa, like I'm nowhere near. Like I'm just starting to get into the storm. I do want to say to the woman who is still in it, what can we say to her, Teresa?
Well, I'm still in it because it's still happening.
Okay.
So if the
Okay.
chaos is still loud and the anxiety is still tight, like I want you to know there's still that flicker, right? Like
Mhm.
keep on having hope because there is hope and don't lose sight of the hope.
Right.
And that's where like I think your soul is telling you that something is coming. So you could manifest it, manifest your life. There's something more. You can reach out to us, you can
Mhm.
send us a note. We're happy to talk you through it. My little pal over here, Irene, is a life coach and could really help with that. But if I could say anything to anybody, don't give up hope if you're in the storm right now because there's
Yep.
so much more and it's worth staying for.
Right. So, and for me, the chaos doesn't mean that you're lost because both our lives were chaotic. And I feel like I'm coming out on the other side of the storm. The fact that you're still showing up for your people, for your work, for your kids, and the fact that we're still managing things, it's not nothing, it's everything. We're not behind. You're not broken. We're not failing. We're the storm, and storms are never permanent.
Mhm.
And when it passes, and it will pass because I've seen it and I felt it, even when I thought that everything, and your mind goes to that permanent place. You're going to clean things up and you're going to be like, oh, wow, I remember this. And it's going to feel good. And you're going to find parts of yourselves that you forgot. And some of it's going to make you cry. Some of it's going to make you laugh. But in the end, you're going to realize that you were there the whole entire time.
I don't think I needed this episode more than anybody else. This
Yep.
is for me, people. And we didn't even have notes.
No, we just spoke from the heart. That's what I loved about it. And so, like you said, we have to stay in it, be patient with ourselves, and have faith.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing, people. We just closed out our identity series. Like, this was so important, honestly, for me more than anybody. So, selfishly, thank you. Until then, I want everybody to be gentle with yourselves. Keep on showing up. You got this. We are here for you.
Right. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Yes. Bye for now.
Bye for now.